name's Gary.
Gary, and your name?
Megan.
Megan. Megan, we met before.
Yes, sir.
And I am so proud of you. You look so much nicer than the last time I met you.
Thank you.
You were very honest. A lot of times when I interview people, they're full of crap.
Yeah.
And they beat around the bush. They lie about what's really going on.
No.
You were honest.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't know how to be any other way. You know, it's easier for that. I don't care what other people think out there or think about what's going on with us out here on the street. It is what it is, and it's real, and it's every day.
Yeah.
What goes on out here, you know?
If you want blood raw honesty about homelessness and you know, the homelessness, I've come from a great family, okay? Don't get me wrong, I do. I come from a great family, a wealthy family, but I chose a different path in life, you know, and I don't know why. You know, I fell in love with the drugs, you know, and as a man, you know, I cared about drugs more than I did women, you know, and that's what ruined me, really. You know, and I didn't, to be honest, I didn't start doing drugs, hardcore drugs, until I was 25, bro, the end of my 24th year. But I tried that one little blue pill, a Roxy 30, and it changed my whole life, bro. Like, I felt like I was somebody before that. And then the homelessness gets so deep and you get so wrapped in your addiction, bro, and like you say, people beat around the bush about it, but bro, I've been out there and I've not showered for a week at a time, you know, dirty, and all because I cared about the drugs, you know, and it's sickening. And you know, I didn't care. Sometimes I feel like, you know, now that I'm really, me and my wife here are really trying to dig ourselves out of the streets, but I feel like I'm a nuisance to society, and it's kind of pathetic, bro, really, because, you know, I'm out there flying a sign, bro, and I don't have to. I got experience, you know, I'm an experienced worker, a carpenter. You know, I run circles around guys that's been doing it for 15, 20 years, you know, and I only got, you know, 7, 8 years in it, on and off, you know, and the drugs always take me back to the streets, and, you know, I don't have no care for myself, you know. I let myself go, I let my beard go, I let my hair go, you know, dirt under my fingernails, you know, and it gets really bad at times, bro, and you know, but the only thing that numbs that pain is the more drugs, and you know, like now, you know, you say people beat around the bush, but bro, like, I really want to be honest with people, and I feel like, I hope my testimony one day reaches out to people, because I feel like, you know, if there's not people out there that like me that's been through it on both sides of the fence, I'm not going to listen to a doctor with a PhD trying to tell me about my addiction. I want to hear from someone that's been through it herself, and been through it, you know, been through the trenches, lived in the woods, lived in tents. I lived in a storefront over there. You know, I would throw a blanket in the storefront and wait for the cops to kick me out and move down the street. You know, and it does get sickening. And you know, I feel like I feel less of a man, because this is my wife. We've been together 3 years now, and I feel like, you know, like I said, we've been together 3 years, but I feel like 2.5 years ago, I should have put my foot in as a man and been like, no, baby, we're getting up off the streets. But I got to realize, too, that she was in love with the drug just as much as I was in love with the drug, but I still tend to beat myself up over it, because really, deep down inside, I am somebody. I am a man. I do have a conscience and feelings. And, you know, my wife reassures me all the time that, you know, it's not, you know, it's not my fault, and I get that, but I still feel as a man that, you know, a big part of it is my fault, because a man in a relationship, and especially, I was crushed before I met this one. Before I met this one, I was like celibate. I didn't care about at all. I was with the mother of my children for 15 years. I got a daughter that's 18 and a son that's 18 and 13 right
Congrats
now.
on that, man. Congrats on that.
You know, you say congrats, but it's not congrats yet. Not yet, but it will be, because, you know, I've disowned them.
they're still yours, and you brought them to life.
Deep down, and you know, and
You wish you could have done better.
And I wish I do, and I just hope that my son, my 2 boys, and my daughter will give me a chance one day. And I hope maybe you guys come across this video, because it eats me up inside, guys, kids. And I just want to, you know, maybe I hope you guys come across this video, because I just want to say to y'all right now, and I can't tell y'all, so I'm gonna tell this video it. I didn't want to get back. You know, and I'm gonna tell you too, I didn't want to play with their head. You know, I didn't want to get back in their life, because I knew I wasn't done with the drugs yet. I knew I wasn't done, and get back in their life, and then jump back in, jump out, jump in, because that would
inconsistent.
fuck
Yeah.
them up more mentally. You know.
I understand.
And you know.
And I've known people personally,
Yeah.
who actually,
Yeah.
because they didn't want their kids to see them in that situation.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand
And
that pain.
that's a grown ass person decision. Like when I signed my children over to my auntie, like that was the hardest decision in my life, you know. I did it because that was me being selfless. You know what I'm saying? Like I had already had a long time clean. I was asking for help through DCF, and then you know, I asked for help, and then they took them and placed them somewhere, and then they were doing the bullshit with the visits, and you got to do this, this, and that, and then they made it like it was a disaster trying to. I had to find a new apartment because my house got flooded 3 times in a year, so I withheld rent, and my landlord evicted me. So I spent my whole tax return hotel hopping with my kids, and I have 5 kids, you know, and they're 21 to 10 now, but they were younger then, you know what I'm saying? And driving around in the minivan from hotel to hotel, and them going to school every day and not knowing where they're coming home to lay their head at night, you know what I'm saying?
What they're gonna
You're in
eat.
exactly, not even that, but like which room they're gonna be in, you know what I'm saying? Me, their dad, 5 kids, you know what I'm saying? I had 2 babies, and my 3 other ones are 2 years apart each, or 18 months apart. And I felt like when I signed them over to my auntie's my godmother, and she wanted to help me when I was a kid, but she had her own kids at that point. You know, she's my mom's older sister, and I'm so grateful for her and my cousin, because my children are doing amazing. Like they're thriving, and they're doing amazing. Berg State, she's going into nursing. My son Noah is he's doing computer design. He's at UMass Lowell. He's in Salem State right now. He's transferring over to UMass Lowell. And my younger ones I don't get to talk to because my cousin Nina doesn't let me, which is fine. I understand. It is what it is. I made a decision, and now I made a bet. I have to lie in it, and you know, eventually, you know, when they see consistency and all that, right, they'll, you know what I mean? It'll be, they're my kids. They're gonna want to be in my life. You know, they're in my mom's life. They're in, you know, my family's life. So they know about me, but right now, until I am completely on my feet, I don't even deserve that at this moment. I'm their mom, and I love them with all my heart, but love is not enough when it comes to kids. They need consistency, they need stability. Right. You know what I mean? They need a roof over their head. They need that. You know what I mean? Love is not enough, and everybody knows, and they always tell me, Meg, you could tell how loved your kids are. They're so well behaved. They're always well taken care of. But when I wasn't there mentally, you know what I mean? I'm there physically, and they have everything that they want, and I'm going to, you know what I mean? But when I don't have no dope, or I gotta wait to go get my Suboxone from the doctor, they know when I go from supermom to, you know, not so much. You know, when I go around running around playing Manhunter outside till 11 o'clock at night with my boys, and dodgeball, and taking all the kids to the park, and then I'm laid up, assed out because I don't have no dope. You know what I mean? There's a big difference in that life, you know?
It looks like I can tell you look more lively.
Yeah.
And I can tell from both of you that you guys are aware of the problem. Mm-hmm. You're facing the problem. You're not beating around the bush.
Yeah.
And you guys don't want to be in this position anymore. Do you
No.
want to be in this position, sir?
No, man.
Do you want to be in this position?
No,
Ryan?
not at all.
You guys want to change this?
Yeah.
I'm sick of chasing the dope.
It's not even about
I
the
wanna
dope
chase life
anymore.
now,
Yeah.
know?
It's
And
not-
we're on. Don't get me wrong. a lot of people say, I don't know, maybe. No, we're on our way to doing right, you know.
Yeah.
And when they say opposites attract, that's so true because you know, I'm a how do you say it, baby? Extrovert.
Introvert.
I'm an
you are.
introvert. She's an extrovert. But so what I can't do for her, she does for me, and I feel like
It takes two, man.
Yeah.
It takes two.
Yeah.
It
And,
takes two. And you know, love is not about all the great. Love is the greater you forgive, the greater the love. All right.
Yep.
In other words, if I'm willing to forgive you a $10 debt, I love you a little bit. If I forgive you $1 million debt, you love more. So sometimes what makes your relationship strong, and people don't understand it. And I've been married 16 years with the same person.
Yeah.
What makes your relationship strong isn't what breaks you, it's what you're able to overcome.
Exactly.
When you say love,
Yeah.
like I told you, I was ruined, bro. I was crushed as a man because of my relationship with the mother of my kids, and I didn't know how to care for myself. I didn't know how to love anymore at all, bro, until I met this one right here. This one right here, she's an amazing woman, and she's done a lot for me mentally, and opened that love tunnel back up, because what I thought was love then with the mother of my children wasn't love, it was lust. You know, we found love, I found love with this one, and it's so awesome. You know what's going to be awesome though is that we're on the bottom right now, but I'll tell you what, here the new year's coming and it's getting ready to change dramatically, because and that's love, that we can deal with the rough times right now, but we're gonna dig ourselves out of this hole. Not maybe, or we're gonna try. No, there's no trying to it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope she wants to do it with me, which I know she does. We talk about it every morning. We wake up, every night we go to bed, bro, and it's
You're like, you
mentally
realize this is not
exhausting.
where
Yeah,
we're gonna
no,
be.
it's not. It's not
And some
anymore.
people out here, most people I meet out here, they're okay with it. I meet people, they think, they're in love with the streets.
Don't get me wrong, I
yeah.
was okay with it.
Yeah.
I was, bro.
Yeah.
I was okay with it, and I was totally fine with it for years, bro, years. And like I said, that I found somebody that I could actually care for and that cares for me, and I really strongly feel that. You know, this ain't right. Man. It ain't right to live like that. It ain't right for me to be out here asking these people for money. And you know, they work their hard-earned sweat money, and I'm out there flying a sign, you know, lying to them. You know, you want truth, lying to them, saying, "Oh, I need money for food or whatever," or making a sign, "Oh, I need a bus ticket to get back home," or whatever. You know, I put on a sign for.
They
you know.
stupid. They know,
They
But I
stupid.
mean,
But a lot of them are gullible. A lot of them are, you know, "Oh, sweetie, give him some money. Look at him, the poor kid." And no. If you're homeless, you're out here because you want to be.
not everybody is
everybody.
that.
Not
I don't
everybody.
believe
No, I
that.
get
I don't
that.
believe
But
that.
if you're young like you guys are, and
I
you're
get
healthy,
that.
Yeah.
possibly,
But
yeah.
when you say not necessarily, okay, the people that lose their house and whatever, they don't have to stay homeless.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to choose to stay homeless. They can dig themselves.
Yeah,
out of
but
the
it's
hole.
really I don't
Quick,
believe
I
that. I'm not
believe-
gonna argue with him about it, but I don't feel like that.
I'll
I
argue
feel like that,
though.
but I feel like this.
Everybody's
a lot of
story is
people,
different, yeah.
everybody's story is
Yeah.
different, and I feel like a lot like what I told you before I came down here with my ex, and then it was supposed to be something new and better, and then it will hold up.
Okay.
Then it was just more of the same, and then he left. And I was down here, so now I had just signed my kids over, to my auntie, and now I'm down here. I gave up my car, my apartment, my job, everything at home, and I'm in Florida. So I either go back to Massachusetts, right, and have nothing, right, because now the person that supposedly loved me and that I loved left me down here. So I go back, and I can't go stay with my family. I can't do none of that
There's
shit.
no going back. There's only going forward.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But so I mean, by going back up north to where my family is and stuff, I didn't have nowhere to go up there. And at least here it was warm, and honestly, like it was escape from that. That's some painful shit when you sign your kids away, And it was the hardest decision I ever had to make in my life, but probably the best one for my kids, at that time, And I feel like I'm over just running from that pain. You understand what I'm saying? Or just getting high to numb it. Because the problems out here on the street are minuscule instead of dealing with all that wreckage that I have inside with.
I mean, it's so hard to be out here. It's so hard to be. It might be easier to have an apartment than be out here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just about getting.
You're chasing something that's impossible to reach out here.
At this point, man, I'd rather, because I do have work experience. I'd rather just work a normal job and make enough money just to get by and have a roof and a home, a couch to go home and fall asleep, a bed, the AC, to get out of these elements. Something just go home and say that's mine, bro. I miss that.
Yeah.
I used to have a boat, man. I used to have a truck. I had a house. I lost all that, bro. I had my own house at the age of 21.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't start doing drugs until I was 20, the end of my 24th year. Yeah. 25. And I lost it all quick. Man.
But yes, he's working with his dad.
My dad finally gave me my job back, guys. Which
Okay,
is amazing.
What are you doing right now with him? Construction?
What am I doing right now?
Construction?
Yeah, construction, drywall, painting, interior, exterior painting.
There you go.
Do drywall. But my dad's got major contracts around here. Like we did the.
Oh yeah.
We did the on the island. We did the
so you're working.
Bar.
Now is he just giving you the money, or is he helping you build back up into something?
Well, he's trying to. He wants to help us, really.
He's really wanting to help us. My dad don't want to enable me. He's enabled me maybe 4 years ago, and he's really not trying to do that right now. But he knows the extent of my addiction right now. You know.
He hasn't lied to him this time.
And I haven't lied to my father, and that's the only reason why he's keeping me at work, because I'm a heroin addict, guys. I'm opiates, and now it's not even heroin, it's fentanyl. Yeah. And to be honest with you, about not lying,
it ain't even no telling what it is these days.
Right. No, it ain't. You don't even know. I went to the port and I was dope sick, and they said I didn't have no fentanyl in my system. I don't know how so I don't even know what I was shooting. People,
it ain't even like
it ain't even fentanyl, bro.
Out of this, but guys, I got to do a shot. You know, because I'm an intravenously user. I got to do a shot to roll out of bed to go to work. Yeah, that's to me. That's getting to me, bro. Because that's really not me.
So the thing is, you are both not happy with the situation.
No,
not anymore.
And
you both seem determined to do something about it.
Yeah, I just got a job.
So you're both working. You're both working now. Treatment.
Yeah. I just got my insurance. Okay. So I get my ID this week, and then I go to New Seasons on 14th Street. It's a little bit of a process, but that's all right. I don't care what everybody thinks. Like, everybody got to make steps and make baby steps. Like, I did this.
And nobody's going to do it, like she said.
One of you guys, here's the difficult part. You realize that one of you guys may recover more than the other.
Yeah, it does happen.
And that's difficult, too, because then...
It is, because then you got to make a decision.
And they say sometimes, like right now we're wrapped in our addiction, we're always high. But me and her's also been clean together.
Yeah, I was telling him that.
A major amount of clean time together, because sometimes couples, they veer, like you said, different ways.
They grow apart. Yeah, they either grow together or grow apart.
Different. But I honestly feel like, me and her got such a strong connection and a bond that we're doing this together. And I feel like maybe I couldn't do it myself. Maybe, you know what I mean? I was just telling my dad this.
You got to have something to live for.
Yeah.
You got to have something that motivates you, something to say, okay, I want that.
Yeah, well, he's the one I was telling you about. He took him and his best friend, Zach, who's like my brother. They're the ones that took me in their camp when my husband left me down here. So that nobody tried me. Like I told you before, I boosted. I haven't been doing that lately, actually.
You were best friends for a whole year before we got committed.
And him and Zach and me, we used to hustle together, and we was hustling and we were getting high. We ate, got high, slept in the hammocks in the woods together for a year,
Woods.
And that was the first year. It is just draining, it's exhausting, and people think like, oh, they just want to lay around, they're homeless, they don't. We get up at 6:45 in the morning and we don't stop all day long. It's never ending. The hustle is never ending on the street, you know what I mean? And especially if you have a fentanyl habit.
There's no Sunday.
There's no Sunday. You can't just lay there.
Just to go to work from a 9 to 5 and come home and make a paycheck, for real.
Because the only time, it's like literally the only time, and it's crazy, right? Because I I was smoking weed one day, and I'm sitting there, and I'm laying like literally in a freaking storefront right at Dunkin' Donuts because it was raining, and I'm fucking like, is this my life? Like, I'm 46 years old. You know what I mean? Like, I've got 5 kids that are amazing, you know, and I'm like, is this really my life? And I was like, laughed, and I was like, I had to laugh so I didn't have a friggin' mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Like, cause literally, I couldn't even believe it. Like, I was like almost laughed out of disgust, you know, like, I cannot believe this is where my life is at. But right now, I don't care. Like, I feel like with the methadone, I feel like it's a stepping stone. I'm gonna do the rapid detox. I did it before. I know for me, when I get clean, I have to do meetings. I have to live recovery. That's the only way I can stay clean. I can't half step. I can't smoke weed or go to the bar. I can't get high, period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
'cause there's
can't
always
half
people
step.
like that they think they can step it down.
Yeah,
to
they think
something-
they can go
something
backwards.
else,
One beer.
or this. So no, you gotta be. You either do it or you don't.
Yeah, no, exactly. And for me, like, I have to get some good women in my life. You know what I mean? So I can do things other than just be bored, you know, go to work. You know what I'm saying? The guy at the program we was at, he said, if you work for 8 hours, sleep for 8 hours, and you do God for 8 hours, you don't have no time to get high. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do service work, or if you're going to meetings, or, you know what I mean? If you're doing shit with people in recovery, you don't have no time to get high. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing what you need to do to take care of yourself in recovery, you know? And I firmly believe that,
And
you
your
know?
personality comes back over time. You know, you as an addict, you might feel like you can't do it, or you know, you might feel so reserved and like you can't be vocal and speak out and be yourself. But I'll tell you what, guys, over time, because like I got a lot of clean time from the age of 25. I'm 38 now. I got a lot of clean time even between then. But it gets easier and easier, I'll tell you. Brothers in the street, you know, and that are just like me, and brothers and sisters, I call them, you know, my family in the street. But I'll tell you guys one thing, bro, it gets easier over time. You know, each week that goes by, it gets easier. It really does. And you get more vocal, your personality starts coming back. Your energy, it's all energy and vibes.
Yeah, this stuff stays in your system for a bit.
Yeah,
It
it
stays in your
sucks.
system. Now people don't realize that. So like, it's gonna be in your system for a bit.
A couple months.
Yeah, it's
You know,
miserable. It
and
is.
some of the
Mentally.
damage is permanent.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
even you, like, you know, respectfully.
Yeah.
Let's say you clean 2 or 3 years. You know.
Yep.
The way you move, the way
Yeah,
your,
you know
your,
what?
your nervous system, that's permanent
All
damage.
that shit,
They
yeah.
say the most crucial, speaking of 2 or 3 years, they say the most crucial time of relapse is 3 to 5 years.
Wow.
You would think it's 3 to 5 months.
Yeah.
No, it's 3 to 5 years. That's
Every day is gonna be a struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day is
day.
gonna be a struggle. Every day you wake up, one day you're gonna be sitting by the beach and you're gonna get a desire.
Yeah.
But now,
3 years
if
down
you're
the road.
around the wrong people,
Yes, exactly. And that's the
or if you're
problem a
not
lot.
motivated, or if you're depressed,
Yeah, but that's
Can't
when
go
you
out
gotta
to the
dig
bar
in,
anymore
you
and
know?
shoot a game of pool, which I would love to, you know, and listen to some hip hop music or some or rock and roll music. But man, I can't put myself in that atmosphere anymore. And I realize that because I used to just try that. Like my dad said today, he goes, "Son, why can't you just smoke weed?" I said, "Pop," I said, "I can't do that."
Yeah.
to be honest, you can drink a little bit once in a while. I mean, people, you got to be realistic and say, okay, all these substances are harmful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I know for me they are.
Yeah.
Because once my clean time is gone and I already put something in my body, it makes it that much easier to go back to a needle. You know? I don't never go after having clean time. I never go
And
back
let me
and
tell
shoot
you,
dope.
now,
You know?
you are never, the fence stuff's gone.
Yeah.
There's some other stuff out there that we don't even know what it is. When they do the test, the forensics, not even they know what it is.
Yeah.
Speaking about not knowing it is, guys, you see that right there? That was bad. A couple weeks ago, it was like a freaking baseball. When
Wow.
you say not knowing what drugs is, that was because, like I said, I'm a needle user, guys.
Yeah.
I shot whatever they put in the dope caused that, an abscess. It was out here, man.
That could have been an
I had a
infection,
tube
yeah.
sticking
Yeah,
out of
no,
here.
he-
I had
yeah.
literally a tube sticking out, a red tube
Yeah.
that was 12 inches long, just a drain, and the tube went all the way up into my arm into this cut.
They call that an abscess, is what they
Yeah.
call it?
An
Yep.
abscess, yeah. And
Okay.
this stitch is still here, man. I'm still treating it.
Yeah.
It's still hard. And that's from drug use, you know?
Yeah.
And I gotta hide this, man. I'm self-conscious about it, especially being at work. I can't let the contractors see
They'll wear a long sleeve shirt or
Yeah,
something.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like
And my track marks, guys, that's bad.
What is
You
a
see
track
that?
mark? Can you explain what
You
people
see
what
that
is?
bruise mark, like that line right
Yeah.
there?
yeah, that's scarred.
That's from needle overuse.
Oh,
needle
yeah, it's just from hurting
using-
those
Yes,
things.
it's scars.
uh,
They-
reusing and reusing, bro. And you know, I get self-conscious about it, bro.
That's what it is. It's our
I
story.
used to live, what's up, bro? I used to live a normal life. I used to, and I miss that normal life. Bro. I miss that so bad. I miss coming home from work and getting in my boat. You know, being able to afford to be like, you
So
know
now
what?
you want that boat and that
I
truck
want my
more than you
boat,
want
truck
this.
back.
Yeah, I don't even
What do
care
you,
about
what
a
do you
boat.
miss about your
I-
regular life before?
I just miss.
He misses the truck and the boat. What do you miss?
I miss just being able to go home from work to my kids or going to
TV,
pick my kids up.
TV,
Yeah,
couch.
lay in bed. That shit. That Sunday or when it rains to be able to lay in the house
To
house
enjoy the
and
rain,
watch.
not fear it.
Yes,
Listen to the
exactly.
sound.
Not
Yeah.
like and not even that. Just like I don't want to have to run. You know what I mean? Like pick up your bed and like go find an awning or some
All right,
shit
so
like
he wants
that.
a boat.
You know?
You want a boat.
I just want to
She
be able to
wants a
go
bed.
home.
Now
Yeah.
you got goals. It's like, okay, well, this is where we want to see ourselves. The thing is, your brain has to be clear long enough to even remember what those things are. When was the last time you guys took a photo together? It's been a bit, probably.
Oh no, me and her
All the
take
time?
It's
photos.
been a little while. We do it on Facebook and stuff sometimes, but we
Okay.
haven't for a minute.
We just
Okay.
took one too the other night, Dodo.
When on
On the
Snapchat?
phone.
Oh, well, that phone broke, so we don't
Yeah,
have
well,
it no more.
The phone
We just
broke
got a
like a
new
couple
one.
days ago, but yeah, we took some pictures last
Okay,
week.
cool. That's good. So you guys saw the video of the girl that kind of tweeted
Tripped
out on
out,
me, whatever,
yeah.
whatever you call it. So she, before the interview, took a hit, and she told me that would help her do a better interview. 3 minutes into the interview, she
She-
wanted more.
Of course.
Yeah.
This is undesirable. It never ceases to.
It doesn't
It
stop.
never
Doesn't.
stops demanding more.
Nope, it's
I
always,
see my
that's
rent
all
is
it is.
high right now. My rent is high, and our truck payment, they're both high.
Yeah.
But it's the same amount every month. It ain't,
Yeah,
it ain't going
exactly.
up, I hope.
Exactly, you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Look,
That's
that-
awesome.
That,
Yeah.
that rent that you pay, rent in that truck.
No, we had this talk.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you, I spend that more than that on drugs.
She
and
told
that's
me that,
sickening.
and I couldn't
We
believe
talked
it.
that.
Yeah.
He
I
couldn't
guarantee
believe
you.
it.
Yeah.
No,
guarantee
we had that talk, and he was like,
I
And I
Are
really
you
don't know
shitting
how we
me?
do it sometimes. but
yeah,
we do.
he was saying
We
the same
find a way.
thing.
Yeah.
He was like, you sleep outside, and you spend $150 a day or more on
enough for an
fentanyl.
apartment.
You know?
For instance, like I said, my dad just gave my job back.
Yeah.
He said, son, you've been working with me 5 weeks now. I gave you $5,000 in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I make $1,000 a week. I ain't got shit to show for it, bro.
Yeah.
That's sickening.
Have you considered letting him hold on to the money?
And I have. Well,
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
And I have. And, you know, I'm getting ready really dramatically have my father, like, really help me out in that field because it's new to me, man. Like, you
Working
know,
again.
It's been a long time, you know, since I've had responsibility and been able to manage money or on and live on life skills, not
Yeah.
just get money. And I get money. I worry about my food after my drugs. That's
yeah.
that's sickening, bro.
Yeah, like it's really crazy. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to him the other day.
I'm too.
I
I
said-
think I'm too fat for that.
It's the same, but it's
I'm
crazy,
like,
you know?
God, bro, I
Yeah.
miss when, you know, it's sickening. I don't even want to tell you what I weigh right now because I'm 55 pounds underweight.
Yeah.
Literally right now, I'm 55 pounds underweight.
Not
my
me.
normal weight.
I like to eat fat. I like to
And,
eat.
Yeah.
you know, and don't get me wrong, I still eat out here, but not like I should. I'll worry about going to get my fix and get high before I'm
Yeah.
gonna do my food. And it's pathetic. I'll spend my money on dope and hustle my food.
That's wild.
Yeah,
It's
crazy.
ridiculous, but
Instead
it's
of
like
go
because
buy
you
me a
can't eat if
cheeseburger
you're
and go
dope
get my
sick, you
dope.
know?
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. You can't do anything without it.
The,
But I'm
the
hoping
medicine you guys mentioned, the methadone or that.
methadone, yeah.
Have you guys ever been on it before? Neither
I
of you?
was on it before, yeah.
It works for some people and not for others.
Yeah, well, it depends, like, because a lot of people, some people, when they get on it, they start smoking crack. You know what I mean? Some people
Yeah.
smoke crack, and then some people go to alcohol. You know what I mean? When I did it, I was going to meetings and stuff. Like I told you, I can't I can't stay clean. That's the only way I know how to do it. When I first got clean, I went to meetings. I wasn't on any medical assisted treatment. You know what I mean? When I first tried.
I'm glad,
And I have been on.
I'm glad that you guys are aware of the challenges you're gonna face.
It's gonna be
And there will be disappointing moments.
Yeah, absolutely.
There will be downfalls, but at least it's in your mind.
Yeah.
Everything starts right here.
Yeah.
Okay? Everything starts right here. So at least in your mind, you're like, okay. But remember, eventually, you will hit the point of no return out here.
Yeah,
Eventually,
that's the whole
you
thing.
will take that one thing that, you know, you've seen what's this Tushy crap going around where it makes people into zombies.
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
Oh,
you
dude,
could
that's
take
phase,
something. You
yeah.
could turn into a zombie tomorrow.
Yeah, that shit
Neither
is
one,
crazy.
either one of
From
you.
it.
Yeah.
How long ago was that, babe?
A year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, she found me. Luckily, she found me. She wasn't even there. Luckily, she found me. I was seasoned out. On
I don't
the
play with
floor.
that shit. Hell no.
And she
Well, the thing
rushed
is,
in
now
and
you
called
get it,
the
you don't even know what you're getting.
Yes, exactly.
They said that.
Well, like you said last time you went in there was no fentanyl in your system.
Yeah, it was
And you
not,
thought you
and
were
I was
getting- you
dope
thought-
sick as
and
hell.
you thought you were getting fentanyl.
Yeah.
You thought you had fentanyl in
They
your
said that
system.
to me. They said, "Oh, you're not detoxing from fentanyl." I'm like, "Lady, I shoot dope every day, all day."
You thought you were getting
You
fentanyl
know?
and it
Yeah, and then they said
That's what I'm
because
trying
they
to
had
tell
that
people out
trank
here.
dope and stuff that
That's
was
what
going
that's
around.
from.
Yeah.
'Cause I thought it was fentanyl and it wasn't.
It was fentanyl.
It
It,
could've
it
been
is what it
infection.
is.
Could've been
It
infection.
just
Cut.
is an infection.
Put
Like
cut.
it's not
Whatever they
conducive.
cut it with.
It's not a sanitary place to be shooting dope outside. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
To keep it 100.
And
But
I
the whole
reuse
thing
my-
is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all that,
Hold up.
all that aside,
Yeah.
you guys are aware of the challenges you're facing. You understand that there's ups and downs, there's pitfalls. You're gonna have them like everybody else. But everything starts right here in your brain. And if you guys in your brain saying every day, okay, I ain't living like this. I'm going out there to work.
yep.
And it's a lot of work to do that. And I want to commend you both for doing that. And
Thank you.
most people that I see out here, you can't even pretend to see hope in them. You feel me?
Yeah.
You can't even pretend to see hope in them. I see people out here today standing, tomorrow limping, the next day in a wheelchair, and then you see them out here, and you know, you don't even they get the
Ooh,
wrong.
look at him. You got tears in
Yeah,
his
you
eyes
got
and everything.
tears,
That's so
bro.
sad, bro.
I see
I'm
people
glad
out
there's
here
people out there like
go
you, bro.
so deep
You know, they care.
that you're like, all right, you got to quit on that person. Just wait till the day they're on the front page with an OD. So there will be a moment where if you don't
Yeah,
conquer
there's
this,
that
it's
exactly.
gonna conquer you.
That's it.
I want to
There's a
talk to you guys
point.
off camera a little bit, so I'm gonna end the interview.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
guys
hope I get to see you again.
so much. It's been a joy to see you, and it's been a joy to see you better than I saw you last time.
Thank you.
Okay, you're unrecognizable, and I hope that you continue to make yourself better.
Thank
Oh,
you.
That's awesome, baby. Love you.